So when a company sponsors both a cash balance plan or defined benefit plan and a 401k plan, you're going to run into a combined deduction limit that changes versus just having a 401k plan or just having a defined benefit plan. And in a cash balance plan situation where it's just on its own, the actuary typically will prepare the actuarial valuation, and then we'll say, here's your required minimum contribution, and here's your maximum deductible contribution. And that's going to be the same whether you have a cash balance plan or a combo situation with a 401k add-on. But on the 401k side, the formula changes from just the 25% to a lower 6% if you are dealing with a professional service employer or a plan that is not covered by the Pension Benefit Guaranty Corporation, the PBGC. So these are going to be your accountants, your lawyers, your financial advisors, your professional services who have less than 26 participants. Essentially, they can fund their regular cash balance contribution as long as they keep the profit sharing or the employer portion of the 401k plan under 6%. Now, if they go over 6%, the IRS says that's fine, but you then have to keep your total contribution underneath 31%. So you can fund like 10% in the profit sharing plan if you're limiting your DB contribution to 21%. And again, this is 6% or 31% of the eligible wages, capping everyone at the 360K if someone has a really high W-2. So sometimes where we see that come into play is if you've got a plan where you've got profit sharing and you've got a match and you've got a safe harbor, it's very easy to tip the scales over that 6%, and sometimes that leads to lower cash balance contributions than maybe desired because we have to stay within inside that limit. Or we redesign the 401k plan a little bit and say, hey, we're going to take a haircut over here to stay underneath the 6%. And maybe that means the owner doesn't get as much profit sharing or they don't get as much of a match or safe harbor, so that we can maximize the cash balance and get you a bigger overall deduction. So maybe you're getting a few thousand less profit sharing, but you're getting tens of thousands more in cash balance. And so it's sometimes one of those illustrations where we have to illustrate, I know you want to max out your 72,000, but if you max out the 401k, you're sometimes taking a haircut on the cash balance plan. So that doesn't always work out if you're wanting the biggest contribution possible for that particular year. So again, some consulting goes in there. Now, the good news is if you've got a plan that is covered by the Pension Benefit Guaranty Corporation, your regular 25% limit still applies. So your cash balance plan has some complexities with the annual PBGC filings, but you're able to put in your full 25% profit sharing, match, safe harbor, all that good stuff. So you can get an even bigger deduction if you're covered by the PBGC. And the PBGC has its pros and cons of coverage, but that is one of the pros is you don't have that reduced deduction limit when you add on a cash balance plan.